Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good evening, everyone. We're joining the match between Mohamed Fawzi and Mushtaq Hamid, semi-final of the Northern Ireland Open, first to 6. And this, as far as I can see, is the first frame. Now we're just going to double check that very shortly. Yes, this is the first frame, and looks like Mushtaq has the advantage. And we're on an endgame position. Fawzi needs snookers. Two snookers, in fact, from the blue. And Fawzi won't give up too easily. Is there any chance of victory? And that's not one of the shots to make, and that's basically end of frame, barring any foul by Mushtaq Hamid. Semi-final of the Northern Ireland Open, first to 6. So Mushtaq takes the first frame. Still a long way to go, of course. Another 11 frames to play, but 5 more victories for Mushtaq. His target. 6, of course, for Mohamed. Nice. Possibly too thin of a cut there. But it's always nice to get a thin cut on those long safety shots back down the table behind the baulk from the Reds. Same with Fawzi. Decent hit on the Reds, and was able to control the white back into the baulk area. Didn't quite get there. Pushed the brown off its spot, and there's a red potential red into the top left, but it would be very risky to take that on. Good shot by Mushtaq, back round the table, close to the right cushion in the bulk area. Fawzi now looking for a way back down the bulk area. If you can clip one of the reds on the top of that cluster, the main pack, going down. There we go. And he's hit the blue. Nice try. Kind of a shot to nothing. But just wasn't able to get back into safety. Still, what he has left on for Mushtaq is still tricky. But he's managed to take advantage, being closer to the reds and taking that red on. And whether he pots this, he has potted it. But he's back in the safety zone. Looks like another safety shot here off this red to the right of the black. And to go back round the table. Right cushion, top left cushion, bottom right cushion, but he's not got that. He's hit it too thick. It's turned out quite lucky for him though. Depending on whether Mohammed can clip this red on the bottom left hand cushion. Looks like he can. He's looking at it. No. He went for it. Thought he could touch it. But it's just, instead he's given Mushtaq a great opportunity with red and then black available. Now the black will be going back in its spot here, but puts plenty of top or screw on it. Should be able to pot that red, and that's the case. Examining the other red into the center, but the black is not available into the top left, so he's going to have to screw back here, just gently. Back for the black. Should have an angle here to move to the bottom left-hand side of this table, or in that quarter. No, it's missed the black. Now the white is pushed into the pack and has ended up with this red into the bottom left, but it looks like it's snookered. So may have had a bit of luck, Mushtaq. Don't think would be a tight squeeze or a plant. No, you can get there. So sometimes it's difficult to see whether those reds will go in or not from our position. Natural angle will take the white onto this red for the bottom left-hand cushion corner. It's red now on the bottom left, off the cushion, back square on the black, so pointing directly below it. That kind of angle. Slightly gone further than that. Slightly to the right of the black. That should be okay. He has a red into the top center without even touching the pack. He wanted it. Just got to get the right. That's it. Nice little screw back. Perfect shot. give him access to this red now, and he can move back down move to the side for the black now after this shot. But obviously he wants to put the white in ready for a particular angle so he can disturb the reds or create something with the reds. May choose to go down for the loose red that's near the bulk area. No, he's not even decided to do any of those, and he's just left himself behind the pack with no possible shot on, barring any fluke. Oh, this break of 24 by 4s, he might be the end, or it would be ending, and that's not a great shot. He's decided he tried to push into the pack and bring the white safely onto the tight on the left-hand cushion, but he's opened all the reds up, and there's a couple available into the top center, or maybe top right. Yeah, Mushtaq's not looking at this one into the top center pocket. You don't know, he might be. No, he is. Yes, sorry, and he's missed it. So perhaps it wasn't as an easier chance as one would think, depending how close you are to that left-hand cushion, it can skew the shot a bit or make it much more difficult. And I do tend to see a lot of shots missed from the angle, potting up into the center pockets from the left-hand cushion. Red in by Mohammed after that miss into the center by Mushtaq. Pink now has a good table here, and just even after one or two shots, even just one shot, the table can completely change. And if a player has an opportunity, then he's just got to keep on the ride and keep it going for as long as he can until there's no points left for his opponent to retort or win the frame. Black into the bottom left by Flawsy, which was at an awkward angle. He put himself in slightly bad position, which he's just done again. He's gone too far on the black. So Flawsy's still stretching, getting used to the table, getting used to the feel of the table. And he's not able to keep the break going with the double. And some would say it's a slightly dangerous place to leave the table, but it's similar to the shot Mushtaq had last time, in which he missed in the top center. And he's done it again. Didn't have the angle, maybe. It did miss by quite a margin in snooker terms. And Fawzi can take advantage. That shot to the left cushion, going up, pointing up towards the blue spot, blue area, or opposite side of the table, into the center pocket. This is not an easy shot to make. So maybe worth considering. And there's a miss. Mohammed got out of position again. So Mohammed is not on full Mohammed mode at the moment. Sorry. Yes, Mohammed Fawzi. On full Fawzi mode. He is 41 to 13 in front at the moment, though. But Mushtaq on the table with control. Providing this is, well, I was going to say, providing the brown wasn't too straight, but yes, he has the black. Perhaps he missed that. Black is the obvious shot here. Red into the top left now, and off the top left-hand cushion, back towards the black. Not too hard, not too soft. That's just right. Plenty of options of how to get onto these two reds here. I presume it's just a screw back halfway in length of the distance between the two balls now. No. Would have liked to have gone back a little bit there, I would think, and would have had access to both balls easier. Have to come off the top left-hand cushion here after this red. No, he's not hit that hard enough and put enough stun on that in terms of the shot I was thinking of there, and getting position on that black. So out of position, 17 break. He's 11 points behind. Looks as though Mohammed will be back on the table. Mushtaq's looking at the pink here. Will he be looking just to roll it up to the pink, to the left of the pink, to block the red down here on the bottom? No, he went to pot it. The red on the bottom right-hand cushion there. He went for it and he's missed it. So, and he's given Fawzi a chance on this, send this pocket into the top centre. Pink into the bottom left, nicely on for the red remaining. No, not many shots from this position go in. Really has to be accurate, and it's not accurate. And it's gone right over to the other side of the other part of the table. And over the pocket, the red. So chance here for Mushtaq. 18 points behind now. 35 on the table. If it's too straight, you'll have to roll up to it. That's what he's done. Now he's got the blue for a tricky shot along the cushion. And depending on how hard he can hit it, he should be able to come out for the yellow. But obviously he has to make the pot. And there you go. Depending on how hard you hit it, it can affect the shot, potentially, or theoretically. It's missed, so Fawzi, if this has a yellow into the top left, will he go for it? Nice position to make a snooker here. Lovely shot. And while I don't think he can find the angle to pot the green, he has access to it and play a good snooker here. Send the green down behind the black and pink, or at least on the left hand side of the table, and the white should go behind the brown and blue. That's turned out not too bad. Looks like a snooker. So it looks like both frames played so far will go down to the wire. Blue ball was the main ball in frame 1. We've got that. And we still don't know which ball will be vital in this frame yet, but 19 points behind Mushtaq as he attempts his shot. Now, has it frozen? That's not my fault. Possibly it is. Slightly froze there. I do apologise about that. Having to keep updating the flash system. And we come back as the green is potted by Mushtaq and he's fouled on the brown. So sorry for that moment of interruption there. But as we joined it, Mushtaq had gone for a shot. Looks like Mohammed had taken a shot and left it on, and Mushtaq missed the green, or potted the green, but in the same shot potted the brown and fouled. And now we're back with the green on the table. Double missed by Mohammed Fawzi. Mushtaq needs snookers now. And that wasn't a great shot. He was looking to put the green onto the left-hand cushion, so underhit it. And blue ball, it again looks to be the main ball that will decide it. Sorry, brown this time. For the frame. And there it goes. So barring any foul here, Mohammed Fawzi takes the second frame. And the confirmation and the frame coming up here. There we go. So Mohammed Fawzi takes the frame. And it's now 1-1. And there'll just be a short pause in commentary. And commentary resumes in this third frame, the Northern Ireland Open semi-final. Oh, that's a bad miss by Mushtaq. 26 points each. And this is the 8th ranking tournament in Online Snooker Club. And there you can see the situation in the quarterfinal. Mohammed Fawzi beat Alan Lockett 5-4. And Mushtaq Hamid won. Oh, that's a foul on the pink there from Mohammed. Foul there. Mushtaq beat Chris Stedman in a whitewash 5-0. And Rafa Elhagen, you can see here, is waiting for the winner in the final. And Jamie Anderson is waiting for the third place playoff opponent. And while we're here, we can just have a look at the high break situation. Good position here for Fawzi now. And the Northern Ireland Open, the highest break is 81 by Jamie Anderson. And he will receive £8,100 if no one makes that high break. He does have one opportunity in the third place playoff to protect that. Oh, and that's another foul by Forsey. He does have a chance in the third place playoff to protect that high break, should anyone beat it. But to be clear, the high break competition finishes once the final has been played. So anyone who may look at that and see, well, I'll wait for the final to be finished and then see if they get a high break in that and then make the high break in the third place playoff. And this is nothing to do with Jamie Anderson. This is just something that has come to me in terms of just making things clear. The final and the third place playoff should be played roughly around the same time, but I think the rule where the high break finishes once the end of the final has been made, that should be the rule for the high break. So anyone who's in the third place playoff and wants to attempt that or does have a chance to break the high break score must be aware that third place playoff must be played before the final or during the final within that match. And if, for example, both final and third place playoff are playing at the same time, then as soon as the final finishes, that will be the end, even though the third place playoff would be carrying on. But the moment the final finishes, that is the end of the high break competition. As we move back to this frame, Forsey on the table is 14 behind, has the table low, of course. The green is making it a bit awkward in terms of this black, and didn't judge that well. I think he was trying to maybe go for the green or stay on for the brown, but it's a much more difficult shot, and so he's going for the blue here. Tricky shot. Gets it though. Good position on the yellow here to move down for the green. He's going to have to put a good amount of stun to bring the white down, left, and in between the green and the black. No, he's decided to screw back, which looks like another beautiful way there. That's a beautiful shot, just slightly over. A beautiful attempt, I should say. It's just finished slightly a little too far, but it's still on here. And this angle, if you can get the pot, should take him to the blue line between the centre pockets. It's a bit too hard though. And he's gone out of position, but he's back in the points. Only 3 points difference now, and he has the table, so far as he can deduct whether it's worth going for this shot. If he can play a shot to nothing, he may attempt for it, but he's been looking to play safe here after crawling back the points and being in a position to compete still in this match, in this end game. He went for the shot, and to be fair, that's quite lucky that he's hit the blue. The brown could have gone further on towards that top right-hand pocket. And hitting the blue just took the power out of, or the pace of the ball and sent it central. So we have a Classic endgame now with the brown, blue, pink and black. And that's not a great shot. Both object ball and white ball are close together, which is not a good sign. And this brown is on now into the top left. Follow through for the blue. Use the pink as a cannon to stop it, and that's nice. But is not the pink safe? He's going to have to try and now get back somewhere near this left-hand cushion. Ideally on the bulk side. And that's not enough pace, so he's got a double on. 12 points the difference, 13 on the table. This pink needed. Will he take the double on? Careful not to leave a mid-length shot on, and that looks good. That's a great shot. Fantastic shot by Forsey in those conditions. Took the risk. Obviously felt confident to do it, and that should seal the frame. Misses the black, but that doesn't matter. He's won the frame. Ahmed Forsey. Sorry, Mushtaq was the one who was doing that. If I implied or if it felt Mohammed was on the table, then that's my mistake. Mushtaq is the one that took that frame, so well played to him. 2-1. Difficult to judge who's going to win this match. Mohammed Forsey would still be the slight favourite, very slight favourite. From my position, anyway, that's the only one I can really talk about. I would probably say most people would agree with me, but it wouldn't be surprising that some people think Mushtaq would win. And I would be one of them as well. Both players, competent, good break builders, good tacticians. Obviously, Forsey has won more titles and is the player of the season so far, one would have to say, along with Jasper Kuzman. And that's why he would get one or two more votes, possibly, if pushed. And that's not a great shot by Mushtaq. Chance here for Forsey. Very slight cut into this bottom left here to stay on for the black. Possibly go up for the brown. He's hit it too hard, though. If that had been a lot harder, it could have opened the pink. So kind of in the middle there. Too soft and too hard in for different scenarios. Goes for the blue and he gets it. And that's always a great skill set to have, to be able to be confident to pot those long reds to stay on the table, but it's not really giving much. So he'll just have to accept the extra points and see if, and he's hit that wrong, come back and hit cannon off a red, trying to get back down the table, Has he left anything? I think the answer to that is no. Not even a plant on here in terms of where the balls are situated. Only this red down the bottom right hand cushion here over Mushtaq's name is a potential, and this is a very hard shot, as many players will be aware. You could play it quite softly, and if it does miss, it will spin away from the pocket. It won't leave anything on. Obviously, if it did go in, then he would be business, and he's gone for it, and it's a lovely shot. Great shot. Screw back on the brown here. Has the yellow, of course. Brown is the one he's taking. To be careful about going back into the pocket, but he tried to stun it across diagonally to the left top. And that's quite a decent shot, to be fair. He has got a red on here, sticking out of the northwest part of that bulk of reds near the pink. And he can go down for the blue here. Well, he's missed the red, but he tried to hold on for the black, which was very adventurous. With quite much risk on that shot. I think going up for the blue probably would have been more easier, and probably would have not needed as much concentration on that red. But he tried it, and Farty's back on the table. 2-1 down in frames. Long red into the bottom right hand pocket, but didn't seem to specify what colour he was going for next, and could say he relied on this long blue, so perhaps he just went for the blue and he's potted it. So he's obviously very adept at these long blues, and allows him to keep the break going with the red over the pocket, and that's end of break. Can't access the blue here or the black, so he's going to have to go for the yellow. Of course, he can attempt to pot the yellow and come down, continue the break, but he's looking at the blue. Can he see the blue? It looks as though he could see the blue, and he's potted it. Well, I thought he was snookered behind the top of the pack of reds near the pink, but I was mistaken. But the fact he can pot the blue quite easily, he's done that 3 times now in this match. And the fact he has that shot on is very advantageous to him, and opponents need to be aware of that. And this break continues. 18 now. Has a red into the bottom left, but he's on the wrong side. So he's going to have to go back into the pink here. Backing up. And try and open that pink and come on for the blue again. And having that... Excuse me. And what a great shot. It's worked out perfectly for him. Of course, if it didn't work out, he would have had the blue again, as you can see. Recognizing that Mohammed does have that shot, and that's not a great shot. He's gone off position there. That cannon on the red has just stopped white in its tracks, so he's got a harder shot here. This red to the right of the black. And question will be, will he have position on the black? And he's missed the pocket. He's missed the pot. Yes. Again, that's another example of a player maybe concentrating on position rather than the pot, and the pot has to be made as well. of course. Now the problem here for Mushtaq is the red is on, but what colour is he going to go for? Because the red that was just missed and is lying in the left hand side of the quarter is blocking that black, and so there you see Mushtaq has gone up for the blue. Has he got enough accessibility to the white to screw it back for this next red on the top left hand cushion? Two of them there available, but he decided to follow through for that red. One of which is with two reds at the top, left hand corner pocket. Again, the question is, he's going to have to screw back here. That black is not available unless he can swing it round, and that's not too bad. That's quite a good shot. But it's a good outcome. Push that black. So you force the white to move forward and make some luck for him. So good shot overall. Could have gone wrong, and he's gone out of position again. He screwed it back too much, and the black now being replaced on its spot has blocked his next, what was supposed to be his next shot. No reds are available into the centre pocket, so he's going to have to play safe here, or a double. Safety is his choice, and he's got a kick on or touch on that yellow, which has brought the white even safer. So that's turned out nicely for Mushtaq. So I had a bit of bad luck and then a bit of good luck. Well, you could say he had two bits of good luck and then made a hash of the next shot, tried to screw back for the next red, but snooked himself on the black and had another bit of good luck in kissing that yellow. Pausing now on the table, and he's hit it too thin, causing the white to go a lot faster and less diagonal, and it touched the edge of the top center and come across and knocked the blue out off its spot, but it's turned out okay. Nothing on. Or is there? Well, there was a shot to nothing on by Mushtaq, and he went for it, but he didn't succeed. The white wasn't at full length and back into the bulk area. Now it just depends whether Mohammed can see this red just below the pink spot. If he can get past that other red that's in between them, then that would be the shot to go for. If not, then it worked out okay for Mushtaq so far. And that's a nice shot by Fawzi, getting that white back to that right bulk cushion. There is a pot on though. Well, it's a long pot. Maybe Mushtaq's only option. But in order to be on for the black, he will leave the white in a good position for a pot on the red if he misses. So he's got to be careful. There's the shot. He's decided to play safe, and he's hit the blue. And has he come safe again? Well, now he has got a red, the red near the top left-hand cushion, that is definitely on. And this red he's looking at now, it's quite close to the white, so should be relatively easy to pot this and stay on for the pink or go back for the black. So chance here for Fawzi. That long safety shot has done him well. and pots the red into the top right hand corner pocket. Has the pink now, and this shot just needs to come back or just hold where it is. So keep the white where the pink is for the next shot. There's the screw back. He's confident enough to do that. That was another way. And now he's lovely on this red, so has the table. Fawzi has control. 38 points to 19. 19 points the difference. Stun back here. Back and slightly to the right for the white for this next red into the same pocket. Bottom left. Can maybe disturb the two reds to the left of the pink. While doing that, just wants to hit the top side of one of those reds, but it's not decided just to concentrate on this red here. Has a red into the center, of course. So it doesn't need to disturb those reds. Has a different route. Right now, 16. And 28-point difference. 35-point difference now. 59 on the table. Mushtaq looking to extend his lead to 2 frames, and Fawzi looking to equal the score at 2-2. First to 6. Good shot on the black, but has nothing on now. We're going to have to play safe unless he goes for a shot to nothing on this red, either in the center or the top left, top right, bottom right hand pocket. And he's gone for it and he's potted it. What a shot. Great shot on the red. And he continues to break and makes his opponent suffer, does Fawzi. And with shots like that, you can see why he's won a few tournaments. Misses on that red. Mushtaq needs 2 snookers, so still in the game, but the scales are weighing heavily for Fawzi in this 4th frame. Mushtaq needs a good snooker here, or the next few shots. He's gone for the double. Possibly he did. I think he'll be glad it didn't go in, actually. That would have been a tough shot on the black or the pink. Reds. I'm going to say the reds are relatively safe. It would have taken a very good shot to continue with the break or potting any of them. Mushtaq has the table. Can afford to pot anything over a blue or over. There's the pink here. And now he needs to decide try a snooker here, I think. I don't think it's worth attempting a shot. He's going to have to screw back if he gets it. A very difficult shot, so I'm presuming he's going to go for a snooker here or a safety shot. And I think He may just about have got away with that. It's very close. Can Mohammed see both the red enough and the pocket to pot it? We'll soon find out. He was able to pot it, and he was able to see the red, and he pots it, and that's the end of the frame, barring any snooker here or any foul, and definitely has the frame now. So Mohammed Fawzi takes frame 4, and it's now 2-2, so it's a close match. And confirmation here now. There we go. Mohammed wins that frame, and so 2-2, frame 5. .37 break made in that last frame by Mohammed Fawzi, and a 14 break made by Mushtaq. But one, I think a good thing I'd like to know again is getting an understanding of Mohammed's skill set, which is quite high. He has that shot on the blue, so he seems to feel confident to pot the blue, or when it's on its spot, when the white is in and around the reds. That's a great shot to have, and that's something his opponents will have to be aware of. I'm sure many are. 4 times title holder this season. And we can just actually double check that, as Fawzi has another chance on this black. And on the right there, you can see this season's results and earnings. And Mohammed Fawzi lost his spot to Jamie Anderson recently, this last few weeks, due to Jamie Anderson's progression in the UK Championship and him winning the International Championship. A great shot by Fawzi. Black into the reds, opens them up, and now he's beginning to feel the table. Red into the top middle. Jasper Kuzman leads the season list with £553,750 in earnings, and on 2 of those, in 2 events, he's won the high break. So that includes high break winnings, of course. And out of position there, has to play safe on this black. And he's just sent the white just before the centre pocket to the left side of the table, so there's nothing on for Mushtaq. And there we can see the money league. Jamie Anderson leads the money league, 2,700,000. And that's the one Mohammed Fawzi is trying to penetrate and get up to. He's been moving up the table quite regularly. He's now in 724,000. Of course, there will be cut-offs and money from previous tournaments going beyond 2 years that will be taken out as we go along. And if Mohammed continues this consistency, he should be up there pretty soon. And in the green, there's the year list. That's just confirmation again of who is leading this current season in terms of tournaments. And the pound-to-pound list, pound for pound, sorry, the average earnings in this season in orange there, in beige on the left. Jasper Kuzman's average earnings 110,000, and the next one is 41 by Jamie Anderson, and then Mohammed. So Jamie Anderson has overtaken Mohammed in terms of this season, but Mohammed is still in 2 more tournaments, business end rounds, and Jamie's not. Jamie Anderson's not. So potential for Mohammed to get his second spot back. And in the overall 2-year average earnings, Jasper Kuzman leads 185,000, and then Nikos Joelis 119,000 is his average. It's a shame he's not able to take part in more tournaments to challenge Jasper and leave it up to Mohammed and possibly Anderson and the other players. Jasper got a conclusive lead at the moment, although it has been tested recently. As we come back to the game, Mohammed Fawzi on the table has 39.0 lead. The balls are quite nice. He missed it. Interesting. Relatively easy shot, that. I think he played it quite hard to come up for some reason. Really need to force it in that sense. Mushtaq has the table here and has the black to continue it and form some kind of attack on that 39 lead that Fawzi has. Queen in yellow available, of course, as an option, but black is the most obvious shot. If you can get the pace right, just to roll the black in here, he should be on the red. Has he hit it too hard in terms of position? Well, yes, he could have. He's got a red into the top center, though. Black covers that red going into the bottom left, of course. Now he's going to have to find position here. You're going to move up for the yellow or brown. Well, you can try for the pink, of course. Has some slight risk here, calculated risk. And he's potted it, good shot. And has position on the red, so Mushtaq Hamid showing his break building abilities. I still think it's the case that he's probably made the most 50+ breaks this season than anyone. I will try and get that confirmed. That is my understanding. Of course, not all 50+ breaks are recorded, but in terms of any recorded, they're the stats as we know them, but that will be checked. But pink into the top center. Just a perfect position here to bring the points tally level and then go beyond it as the black here after this red. Can move down onto the rest onto the left hand cushion for the next red. He's looking at the pink though here. I'm not sure if this is the correct shot. He's going to have to screw back here for this. We'll screw a little bit, and he's messed it up in my view. He's going to have to try and escape and from this situation. He's out of position. And he does so. Gets that red. 9 points behind now. If he'd taken the black on earlier and rested on the left, he would have had the red into that cushion, and that possibly would have been the best way to go. But now he's having to play at an angle and he's hindered here. Now, can he get this red into this left-hand pocket? It looks as though he can, so should be okay from here. He has gone slightly out of position though. Too straight on the pink for it to be easy. Has the yellow. Yellow is the easiest of the shots for any of the colours. Doesn't like, he's just seeing both, how both feel. And he has that red to the left of the brown to rely on in terms of not needing to make it too hard. And he got the pot, and he's got a thin cut in this left-hand pocket for this red below the pink. The red to the left of the brown, not potable into the top right. In terms of where he left the white, he's gone for this red here, and he's missed it. And he's left it on. There's a red on the left-hand cushion, so 1 point in the lead now, Mushtaq, but would have liked to have continued, or at least left Mohammed Fawzi safe, or left him safe from Mohammed Fawzi. But Fawzi now can get on position on the black or pink here, and then has a red over the pocket. And we're just waiting to see where Mohammed Fawzi is. And run out of time. Mohammed should indicate he's around. And have we got a freezing situation here? Well, it looks as though we possibly have. Oh, asking. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, my fault. It is Mushtaq's shot there, is it? Okay. And is that me getting mixed up again? Oh, my screen is letting me down. And yes, Mohammed was otherwise engaged, it seems. And run out of time, and Mushtaq has put him back in. And that's the gentlemanly thing to do. To put a player back in if they're, providing they're not on a colour. If they're on a colour, as in after a red, if they're on a break, that would be the best way to put it. If they're on a break of any kind, where they pot more than one ball, or so 2 or more, if they time out from that, then the thing to do is that their next shot must be a safe shot, i.e. they can't pot the ball, they can't play a snooker. That's the current default position. If any players come to OSC for guidelines on that situation. Mushtaq with a shot here on this red on the bottom cushion, 55 points to 40. Mohammed's left a slight chance here for Mushtaq. Red into the bottom right pocket. He's still on the cushion though, so difficult shot, whatever he does here. Potential snooker on the green here if he just rolls up to the green. It looks as though he's looking for points though, provided he's confident. Got to make sure he makes the pot. Will give the advantage to Mohammed. And he gets the pot. Great shot by Mushtaq. £10 points the difference now, 27 on the table. Yellow into the top middle, another good shot. Has position on the screen. And has position on the brown, and the blue will automatically be in position, but does need the pink and black. So good position on this pink here needed. Safe way to do this would be to try and get that white in either corner of the table, top left-hand corner or bottom left-hand corner table, which will give him a shot on the pink into the center pockets. But he's hit the pink straight on, has a straight on angle now, so only a double available here. Will Mushtaq repeat what Mohammed did and finish on a double? He needs this for the win, for the frame. And Jamie Anderson seems to. Oh, right, okay. And Jamie's just told me that there's only sound. So I just need to check that. Thank you very much, Jamie. And that would be, and it seems as though he's right. And there we go. Thank you very much, Jamie, for that. And my sincere apologies to anyone that was watching. So that part of the match probably was not recorded. And that's as we do that, Mushtaq has taken the pink and therefore the frame, barring any foul here. Oh, where's the white going? It's gone in. So where are we now? What does that mean? Well, it's still Mushtaq's win, and that's because you can't foul off a black. Once you foul off a black, the game stops. And that still means that Mushtaq wins the game 65-62. So frame to Mushtaq, and he takes the lead again. And it looks as though they're going to refresh for a moment. As we move into the sixth frame. Yeah, Anderson confirming there is what I said as well, was any foul on the black and then the frame is over. How is it shit? Jamie say my mouse is shit. In what sense? Probably right, actually. Probably need a better surface to do it on. And Mohammed questioning. Rule in snooker where a foul on the snooker when there's just a black ball left, it means automatic end of the frame. And it's a slightly contentious rule, as the situation there showed, that if the normal rule of a foul being put back into the D had continued and the black was replaced, then Mohammed would have had the points to win. So it is a contentious rule, and I think possibly I'd like to look into the reasons why that is. And Anderson contributing to this conversation about the black ball. The only time you carry on is if the score is 50-57 and the foul 7 makes it 57-57, then it would be respotted. Yeah, so if the fact that Mohammed needed snookers was going against him, so if your opponent needs snookers and you have a black left, you can foul, and that's the end of the match, because the 7 points will go to your opponent, but the match will automatically finish because you didn't have enough points to make up to the score of your opponent. But again, just to apologise for anyone who's expecting the earlier frames and just heard my voice, I'm not sure how long that has lasted. Maybe that's possibly lasted throughout the whole broadcast so far, and I've only just on the end of the last frame brought the video onto it, so it's just my voice you would possibly hear, and probably not something one would want to listen to without pictures. But we're in the 6th frame now. Yes, and it seems as though there was audio commentary throughout the whole match, so it's just one of those things. I unfortunately did an even worse thing in a match before Christmas, and it possibly could have been between these two as well, or definitely one of these players, where I went through the whole commentary and giving my evaluation and the whole match, and when I went to stop the broadcast, I noticed I hadn't even started it. So human error is a factor sometimes. And already Fawzi has got a good start to this 6th frame. Oh, and he's completely missed that. He's fouled from my position anyway. I have to just let the app confirm. Yes, he has fouled. Fawzi been put back into play, and he's missed again. And this time I think Mushtaq may try and play this shot. He's got an angle here. No, he's giving it back to Fawzi. There's that blue there, of course, which potentially could get in the way if this shot is not hit right. And he's looking to get this white as close to the bolt cushion as he can, and try not to send any reds over the 2 corner pockets. And a foul there. And I don't know what Mo's asking. Mo's saying must foul. I'm not too sure what he's meaning by that. Mushtaq plays just snips the red on the top left hand, near the top left hand corner pocket, and sends the white back down, but bounces back out of bulk area, so little overhit. And the pace, or maybe the red was underhit. Double kiss by Mushtaq. Good shot. Rafa Elhagen and Ken Hopper in the audience. That's a decent shot. There is a shot on here for this red into the top left corner pocket, a pull shot where you hit the white on the left hand side of that red off the cushion. Don't touch the red, but have full right hand side, and it technically should go in. So both players either are not aware of this or choose not to use it. It's not 100%, but once you know how to do it, especially when it's tight on the cushion like that, it generally goes in. And there's the hit on the blue. That was earlier recognized as a potential flaw in playing a safe on this left-hand side. Mushtaq takes the red into the top left as he held on for the black. He's just looking at it now, and he can't get the black. 9 reds on the table. He's going back up to the table where the pink is situated, towards into the yellow pocket. And pots it, and he has a red on the top left-hand corner pocket. That's potable, and if he plays this right with right pace, he could hold for the black. And he's missed it. Hit it with some pace as well, and the white has stayed in this black half of the table, the red half of the table, and he has a shot into the top left off the cushion. He has a number of options, but this option, the red resting on the top left-hand corner cushion, just sliding it along up into the top left-hand pocket, and then we'll have to screw back to try and get position on the black, which is close to the pack of reds, and he's not done it. He's moved into the reds, but the black is straight. All he can do is hit it against the left-hand cushion. Both too straight to cut for the left hand or the right hand corner pockets, especially the left hand that's blocked by a red. You're going to have to play safe here, but there is a red resting over the other side of the table in the bulk area, so he's going to have to stay down this side of the table, and he does his best to make it safe. And to be fair, that is a very good shot, providing he can't see that red which is over the bottom right hand corner pocket, and I don't think he can. That is a good shot. He's left it tight on the top left hand cushion, close to the left hand corner pocket. Now he's looking at that red. It is a red just above the pink, which is on the blue spot, which he's looking at, or maybe just to get down. He's gone for the long shot into the bottom right hand corner pocket, past that red that was over it, but he hit it. That was his aim, was to pass it, but he hit it. And that's called a swirl of rebounds, and they've landed with a great opportunity for Fawzi here. So Mushtaq misjudging that. Red goes in. The pink, that was the obvious shot to take next. He's just slightly gone too far, so he's going to take the green instead. And I'll stun it between the blue and brown to get back round for the next red. But that's not worked out very well. The brown is now over the bottom right-hand pocket, so the angle he has for the red in the top right-hand cushion has disappeared. Well, there's no way to get past it, so he's got a long red now. Bottom left-hand corner pocket, below the black. He gets it. Has he got position on the black? He hasn't. No position at all on the black. Of course, he could cut it into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. That would be a very tough shot. That has been made, though, recently. I do recall a player making that shot. I think it might have been Mike Mora. Or it could have been Mohammed. He's looking at the brown now. And just touches the brown against the right cushion and rests the white on the right-hand cushion. Northern Ireland Open semi-final. Hamid Fawzi 2, Mushtaq Hamid 3. Winner will play Rafael Hagen in the final. Loser will play Jamie Anderson in the third place playoff. $45 points to 20 for Mohammed Fawzi, so 25 points the difference. Plenty of points on the table still, so in this mid part of the game frame. Oh, what a shot. Mohammed Fawzi plays a red down goes across the table. A red that was near the center pocket, bottom center pocket. And he cut it right down the side, bottom left-hand cushion and into the pocket. Great shot. Give him control of the table. Pink into the bottom right. And these extra shots that Mohammed Fawzi can play give him a big advantage and just gives him those extra chances to complete a frame or make a difference. Pots the red into the top left, has the black now. 15 break, 40 points in front, 59 on the table, 4 reds left. As the red into the top centre here, will stun back for the pink or follow through for the black. The pink is on the black spot. The black is on the blue spot. Red goes into the top centre. Cannon's in on the red above it. That's an angle now for the pink. Just a medium pace shot to send the white or bring the white up just before the blue. The top spot, he's missed it. He's missed that pink. With 41 points in front. Now Mushtaq on the table. 3 reds left. 51 on the table. And he's 41 behind. So has 10 points to play with, so to speak. Red into the bottom middle. Now if you pots this pink into the bottom left, the pink will go on the black spot because there's a red over the pink spot, which he's going to use and go for. So pink goes on the black spot. The red now will come off the pink spot into the top center pocket. Will he has gone forward for the black. The pink stays on the black spot. Sometimes it does change. but has a black into the bottom center here. He's going to have to just stun back a little bit to hold for this red near the top left-hand cushion. Well, the black will go on the pink spot. He didn't need to do anything, actually. Just roll the black in. The black spot goes on the pink spot. So blue spot is unoccupied, so gives him a free journey towards this red into the top left. Plays it slow and rolls the red into the top left-hand cushion. Has the pink or black here. 25 points the difference now. Pots the black into the bottom center pocket. 18 points the difference now. 27 on the table. Yellow, green, black, blue, pink and black left. Colours left. Yellow's potted beautifully into the top left-hand corner by Mushtaq, and he's brilliantly on the green as well. So he needs to find a position for this brown. If he's got a slight angle, which I think he has, he can pot this green into the top center and follow through off the top right-hand cushion and come back down towards the bottom center pocket for this brown, and he's got that. So perfect position. Just needs to make sure the pot is right. Have a little bit of pace on this shot to follow through for the blue into the top center. He's decided to play it cautiously, just made sure the pot. 9 points the difference now. Mushtaq needs all 3 balls. He went for the blue, and the blue missed in the top right-hand corner, but the white followed through and fouled into the top center. So the score now is 14 points difference, 18 points on the table. So this blue just needed for Mohamed Fawzi to leave as opponent needing snookers. He's gone for the blue, Mohamed, and he's missed it. It was a slight tight angle, but he thought it was worth trying. And I'm not sure if that was a good decision. Mushtaq can still win with all 3 balls. He's potted it, and he's gone past the black, just nipped it, and he's got position on the pink. So this could be a steal for Mushtaq. Was predominantly behind in his frame. Pink goes in. Has he got position on the black? Black left. 66 points to 63. 3 points in it. 3 points behind Mushtaq. This black will give him the frame and a 4-2 lead. And he's got it. Mushtaq Hamid takes frame 6 and now leads 4-2 in the Northern Ireland Open and needs just 2 more to go through to the final. Well played. Commentary will be paused just for a moment. We'll be back shortly, but the match will continue visually. Hello, commentary resumes, and we're back in a critical stage. Snooker's needed by Mushtaq, and is in a snooker. Mohamed Fawzi has just put him in this position and expects, I presume, to win this frame after this shot if Mushtaq cannot get access to the red. So there he goes. Nope. Very difficult shot to get out. So Mohamed Fawzi takes the 7th frame, and it's now 4-3. So good strong frame by Mohamed Fawzi to stay in this match. Four more frames to play. And in that last break, that last frame, which I didn't see much of and didn't have any commentary, Mohamed Fawzi made a 42 break. Mushtaq didn't make a break of any significance. But Mushtaq still has the advantage. And this is where the match gets very interesting. Not much time now for both players. They need to start putting on the pressure and try to get their A game and stay on their A game. Mushtaq just looking at this red here. Doesn't want to leave it on. Wants to play safe. And he's got that behind the yellow, just about. I think Mohamed can see the red. That's near the bottom middle. He might try and double it here. No, he had access to the full ball and could put it into the centre. So in the end, it was bad judgment by Mushtaq. Didn't get the full snooker he wanted. And well, plaudits to Fawzi for getting the pot in, but he's missed the colour. He's missed the blue. So I end a break, and Mushtaq comes back to the table. $14 reds on the table. Still early days. Mushtaq looking at a red just to the right of the black. And he's managed to get through and pots it. Unfortunately, he's on the left-hand side of the black into the bottom left. He's going to have to cut it in. It will take him into the red, so could be an important shot. He's not hit it too hard, though. He's potted the black. And it's just a question now, does he have a red into the top left-hand corner pocket? He's looking at it. It's very close to the other red on the right. But if he can get through, then that's... And he can. And he pots the red, so Mushtaq has the table. Now he's got to come off this left-hand cushion here on the potting the black into the bottom left. Come off the left-hand cushion and back towards the pack. Well, he's done it in a different way. He's just cut back, just done a slightly screw back, pots the black, and he's now on for a red into the centre. And he's going to have to go into the pack here at some force, enough to bring at least one or two balls out, because there's not much on, although I've just noticed the red outside the bottom right hand corner pocket. So that is an option should he run out of position or not get a break into the pack that you would want. So it's kind of a safety insurance policy. It's kind of it's a backstop just in case it didn't work out. And he's gone into the pack, and that backstop is useful, and he can use it now. And he can pot it and continue on without any negative consequences. Blue into the top left-hand corner pocket. Rolls towards, and it's just wobbled off over the pocket. The blue over the pocket, top left-hand corner pocket, and that stopped any chance of the only red available for Mohammed. He's come to the table now, and that can only go into the pocket where the blue is covering it. So no chance or opportunity for Fawzi, and lucky for Mushtaq. Fawzi now looking to send the white off the reds and down to the bulk area. And he does that, and it just enters the bulk area just past the green spot. Nothing on because that blue now has paralyzed the top left-hand side of the table. So, and with the balls being beyond the center pocket to the left, that means it's very easy to play safe at this point in time. Just need to get the reds between the white and the blue. But that was a terrible shot by Fawzi. He tried to put left-hand side and he's got mixed up. Tried to play off two cushions. Off the reds again, same shot back down the bulk area, but instead he misjudged it, put a bit of side on it that caused it to go back into the pack, and it's opened them up. And Mushtaq has a chance here. He's already 28 points in front. Still plenty of reds on the table, but a perfect position for Mushtaq here. Or almost perfect. Just needs to get position on this black. And that's not turned out too good. The white has touched the left cushion and it's rested there. It's pointing up to the black. So, oh, my apologies. I missed that he had the blue. So the blue is over the pocket and that's what he's playing for. That was my bad. Pots the blue and he's now looking at an option of reds he has. Not great though. You've got to be fair. This is not a good position necessarily. There is a red nearest the top left-hand cushion, but must not be able to get through to that. He must have the angle to pot it because he's had a quick look, but he's not gone back to it. So that must be encumbered. He's gone for the red into the bottom right and he's potted it. Great shot. Great shot by Mushtaq there. Playing away from the pocket he was playing into the ball, cutting it right down the bottom right hand side of the table into the bottom right hand pocket. Blue goes in. 12 breaks so far by Mushtaq, but it's been an important set of pots. With every good shot and position a player makes, it increases their confidence for the short term at least. He's looking at a cut here into the top left, and he's missed it. And he's opened it up for Fawzi now. Opened 3 or 4 reds, changed their positions, and now 2 reds are over the top left-hand pocket or in that area and able to be potted. And a red is rested on the bottom left-hand cushion here, which he can use if he wants to after this black. So you would expect him to get at least a 20-30 break here, which would add to his 41 that he has to Mohammed's 9, so that will put the pressure on Fawzi. Red goes into the top left and came out into the table, and if he has an option, he'd like to just stun this white here on the black spot. No, he's missed the black, and he followed through. May have had position on the red. Excuse me. He may have had position on the red had the black gone in. But he hasn't, and he's missed. And why is Mushtaq still on the table? Well, was I thinking that Mohammed I may have got mixed up with who had position then, but I just may have thought Mohammed was on. But the current situation is it's 41 points to Mushtaq, 14 points to Mohammed. Mushtaq has just let in Mohammed, who's potted a long red into the top left-hand corner pocket, and has come round for this black on the bottom left-hand cushion, which he pots and has a red into the centre. So Fawzi now looking to reduce the gap in points. Currently stands at 19. Red into the top centre, screws back nicely for position on the black into the top left-hand corner pocket. He examines the reds, 3 remaining reds, to see if they're pottable into the far pockets. Goes back to the black. I'm looking for a break into the pack here. Don't see any red on other than that possibility, doing that possibility or that option, and he's not gone into them, he's missed them. So end of break. And the difference stands at 11 points now in this 8th frame. 4-3 to Mushtaq Hamid. 11 points difference in this frame. So in terms of who may win this match, you would have to say the odds are fairly even at the moment. Mushtaq obviously has 11 points, but that really won't make any difference unless they exchange points up until the end final colours. Or, sorry, it won't make a difference the more there are less points or balls on the table. And that was a fantastic shot by Mushtaq. A long cut into the, well, a long shot on the red and a cut into the top left-hand corner pocket, and he's landed on the green. 42 points now to 30. Mushtaq. Green goes into the bottom centre, and he gets enough top and follow through to land beautifully on the two reds near the pink spot that remain. Mohammed says good shot or nice shot. Yeah, and great opportunity here. Red into the top left. Just keep the white where the red is, or just slight follow through. It's gone a little bit too further than where he would have liked. Would have liked the white to be where the pink is when aiming for the next red. The pink will go on the brown spot, I'm presuming. No, it's its own spot. That's interesting. So it may have not made a difference. It's having a quick look, but I don't think it goes past, but a great opportunity for a snooker here. 22 the difference, 35 on the table. And the snooker's been made or attempted, and that's worked perfectly for Mushtaq. Pushing the red that was tight behind the pink away down the table and resting the white behind the pink. The red now near the bulk area, bottom right hand cushion, and Fawzi looking at two, aiming at the top left hand cushion pocket, sorry. The cushions on either side going off those two. And then diagonally to the right across to the bottom where that ball rests. And he's done that, but he's just missed it. Just missed the red, so escape not achieved by Fawzi. And Mushtaq comes back to the table. Pushes that red to the other side of the table and keeping the white near the bulk area. And I think he might have just got a half snooker there. So Mushtaq with control at the moment. He's dictating the play and what shot Mohammed takes. Because Mohammed has limited access and options. But he has a little power. If a player has any kind of control of the ball, rather than trying to hit the ball, but they are able to think about what they want to do with the object ball, then they have a little control. And being out of control is when you don't have any of that. You don't have any options. You're basically trying to accomplish something that your opponent has set for you. And that's what being in control and out control means when we talk about that in snooker. Especially applies when snookers are involved, but obviously means the whole can mean any shot. The aim of the game of snooker is to be in control and be controlling the cue ball and where it lands for your next shot and putting the object ball where you want it, mainly in the pocket. So safety exchange now, we're in safety zone, but there's an option here for Mushtaq to go for the red, and he has a long red. My apologies, probably he should have gone for that. That was on. But after that safety exchange, that's what came up for Mushtaq. Blue into the centre, and he's on the yellow. Has a good lead. Mohammed Fawzi needs snookers now. 2 snookers. Yellow and green needed. For Mushtaq. This green. Yellow goes in. Just the green now, either in the centre or the bottom left. Looks like the bottom left. There it goes. Goes towards the pocket and pots, and Mushtaq Hamid takes the 8th frame and now leads 5-3 and just needs one more to go through to the final of the Northern Ireland Open. And in that last frame, which Mushtaq deserved to win, he was very strong in that frame, didn't give Mohammed much chance. Mohammed did make a few mistakes though, but that was on the back of Mohammed's control. I think Mohammed mainly had control of that match, is probably what I'm trying to say, or indicate, or propose. But in that last frame, Mushtaq made a break of 23, highest break of 23, and Mohammed Fawzi's highest break of that frame was 16. And as the match goes on, it gets more interesting. I think why it is an interesting match. Obviously, Mushtaq has a 2-frame lead and just needs one more. So he's made a bit of distance between Mohammed and he's kept that 2-frame distance. As we were talking about earlier, Mohammed is on paper the stronger player and has shown that with his 4 titles and his place on the leaderboard. He is 3rd. And let's just compare that with Mushtaq. Mushtaq is 199,000. Mushtaq has missed one tournament, which was the Paul Hunter Classic, but has taken part in all the others and has 199,000. His average earnings is 22,204, and Mohammed Fawzi's average earnings is 37,200. So the stats don't lie. That tells you that Mohammed has got a better average and done slightly better than Mushtaq. By 3. Northern Ireland Open semi-final. One more frame needed for Mushtaq Ahmed. Rafa Elhagen waits in the audience. He will be the one who will play the winner in the final of this tournament. Jesper Koosman looking on. He probably will still be celebrating after his UK Championship win. As the January comes to an end, this 4 series of tournaments, 2 have been completed now, and after this match we'll have the finals of both Northern Ireland and Scottish Open to play. and we can assess the movement of players' earnings and positions in the hierarchy of OSC. And see if that tells us anything, of course, and then we'll be going into the German Masters. And then the World Grand Prix will be coming up as well. German Masters is a match play competition in terms of sets, and it's groups of 2 or 3, and the aim is to get through playing all those players in your group. The top 2 will go through. It's the same event as the European Masters and the Welsh Open. They're the match play tournaments, as Fawzi puts a red over the left-hand pocket here. And we not forget, Fawzi will be aware he has to win all frames now. We're in that position. So as you could say that Mushtaq has frame point or frame win or frame match. Yeah, so it'll be match frame. This is match frame for Mushtaq. As the there you go, slightly froze, I think. You go for the yellow. Now, obviously it's difficult to tell exactly whether that hit the yellow first, but both players continued and doesn't seem to be any need for any inquiry. So the Northern Ireland Northern Ireland Open semi-final. Mohamed Fawzi 3 frames. Mushtaq Hamid 5 frames. Just needs one more, first to 6. Mushtaq needs one more frame to win and go through to the semi-final, to go through to the final against Rafael Hagen. Mohamed Fawzi needs all frames now to go through to the final himself and win this match. The high break for the tournament is 81, currently standing, by Jamie Anderson. And Kuzman's mentioned something in the table chat saying you need to give him 4 points. And yeah, Mushtaq did play. Yes, Mo did carry on and said no problem. But I only saw it in my peripheral vision. I was looking at, but not too closely enough to have a view on whether it hit the yellow or not. It might have been quite obvious, it might not. But Jasper obviously feels that it was a foul. So if that was the case, then it's down to the person who should get those points, get that foul. And Jasper's asked a question here. He's entitled to carry on after a foul, isn't he? Question. Presuming that that's the case. Should not mean he doesn't get the 4 points. Well, the answer to that, if Jasper's listening, is to get the 4 points, he needs to acknowledge that it was a foul and make the opponent nudge. Yes. Yes, but the thing is, Jasper saying Mushtaq should nudge, and then Mo has to give the table back. Yes. So what should happen there? Even if the player See, I'm still unsure who was the one who played the shot and who needs to get the foul. Mushtaq should nudge, and then Mo has to give the table back. It's really down to the opponent to make sure that they get those 4 points. But yes, that's what should happen. If he said yellow and he hit the green, then the app's not going to recognize that, is it? So yes, Mushtaq should have stopped. But he didn't pot anything, so Mo went to the table and he just carried on and he didn't say. But yes, I suppose Mushtaq should give the 4 points. And I'm presuming that everything is back to normal now, or someone's going to do something shortly. And Mushtaq has given the foul back, and we're back into normal play. Thank you there for Jasper. Just good job he was there and saw the foul. I think the reason I didn't see whether it was a foul or not, I allowed the players to deal with it, which rather than interfering. But it's good to clarify. Well, technically, there should be 4 points, and the 4 points can be given at any part of the match. So obviously, it's better to do it straight away. It should be done straight away. If it's left and the other player doesn't notice, then that's their hard luck not to claim those 4 points. And slight confusion there. Rafat continuing the conversation like something else needed to be done, but it's been clarified now. So 36 points to Fawzi, 25 points to Mushtaq Hamid. 6 reds left on the table. Frame 9. Mushtaq just needs this. Mushtaq might just send the red towards the pocket and hide on the left-hand side of the cushion, but has he hit it too hard? Possibly. Red is now exposed towards the top middle. But Mohammed is tight on the cushion though, makes it slightly more difficult. There's a shot, it looks good. It's a good shot. Pots the red. Now has the black. Looking at the pink, but the black is the most obvious shot. And we're looking to move into this pack. This is now or never now for Mohammed Fawzi. And he opens it, and he opens to the reds very nicely. Now, will he screw back in and try and open them more, but may not have the angle for that. So pots the red and now has the black. Can he do the same again? Bring that white into the pack. And ideally, he wants to be the right side of that red, which is closest to the left. Black goes in. Has he got position on this red to the left of the pink? Into the top left? May have. No. He's looking at it again. Can he force it through? Or will the app give it to the pink? They're very close together. Pink and red. Got to hit the red first though, of course. And he's gone for it. Red goes in. And the app gives it. Great shot. Very aggressive shot there by Mohammed Fawzi. Blue into the top right, one of his specialities. 33 points the difference. 51 on the table. Oh, and he's left that white close to the cushion here. He's going to limit him in terms of getting position. And what he really needs to do is go into those two reds, because I can't see a way into a pocket other than the bottom left hand, if he's on the bottom left hand side of the reds into the top middle. But safety shot here, I'm afraid, for Fawzi. So a 30 break has put him in strong position in this 9th frame for Fawzi, which he absolutely needs 100% in order to continue in this match. "41 points to difference, 43 on the table." Again, Mohammed Fawzi might use the black to hold the red central of the table and send the white towards the bulk area, and looking for somewhere behind this pink, this brown, green and yellow combination. Just come out. There is a possibility of a gap between the blue and the black. Might just have to just play it softly and push the red onto the cushion. That's not too bad. It's safe at least, but Fawzi now has a chance to put the white again in that danger area, in the bulk area. Now he's going straight into the brown, it seems, and he's not got enough pace either. But the red has moved over onto the top left-hand cushion. So it is possible to attempt this shot. It is a possible shot to pot, and he did a similar one, but on the other side of the table earlier, Mohammed. So he could do it, but he just doesn't feel confident to do it at this stage because he needs he can't afford to lose a frame. And that's a pretty nice shot, putting the white behind the black. But it's not fully snookered both reds. This red nearest the pink, obviously. Might be a chance for a double here. No. Fawzi just sends it into the bulk area of the red and the white near the black. We should have possible chance of a pot here, or a shot to nothing at least. And has decided to play safe and put that white on the cushion, which makes this shot a very difficult shot should Morsey decide to take it, judging how in potting this red off this right hand cushion. And he's missed it. And now Mushtaq has the table. So that was a good decision to put that white tight on the cushion, bulk cushion. Now there's a chance. 40, like I said, 41 on the table. 43 on the table, sorry. And 41 different. So, and he's not got position, and he needs to pot at least a blue, or the frame is over. Oh, sorry, no, the frame won't be over, but he'll need snookers. He's not able to pot this blue. Oh, that's a lovely shot in those circumstances. And that looks like a nice shot as well. Unlucky. I think Mohammed can just see that red. So nice visit by Mushtaq. Quite a great red to keep him without needing snookers. Although he's 35 points behind and there's 35 on the table. So he needs a black Mushtaq off this red in order to draw. So he may start looking for snookers here, Mushtaq, or he may just accept. So in a sense, he does need a snooker really to win the match. So he needn't be worried necessarily about which colour to get, but that's a great shot. Position on the black. But like I say, even if it potted a blue or a yellow or whatever, it still wouldn't have made that much of a difference, I don't think, because he would have still needed snookers in the end. And you see the difference, 39. 27 the difference, so even though he pots the black, he still needs all balls to draw. So I think he will look for a snooker here. And because that was a great opportunity to get one, and he has got it. And in a sense, you could say the yellow just being in the open space of the table could be potentially a harder shot than it would be if it was close to the black. Or not, but depending on the player, I guess, and how good they are at getting out of snookers. And even though they've got out of the snooker, look where it's left Mushtaq. So that's still needs the points though. So he's not necessarily looking for the yellow, but I forget he was looking for a snooker. So you might just, where he can, just pot the easy shots he comes across and continue with snookers. And if he has an opportunity to pot a colour, then he can do. So it's just about winding down to the black, ball by ball. And has he gone for it there? Wow. That was a very strange shot, in my view. He went for it. It was a risky shot, a brave shot, you could say, but a careless shot, others could say as well. So Mohammed pots the green. And if he gets this brown in, that'll be it. And it goes in, so Mohammed Farsi takes the 9th frame. It's now 5-4. Well, there seems to be some problem with the broadcast, the technicality. It's not allowing me to share my screen. So if it doesn't happen, yes, it's not giving me the option to do this. So I'm going to have to stop this broadcast and start a new one. So if you're watching, you'll just have to wait for a moment, but I'm going to have to cancel this broadcast for a moment and I'll come back on with another one.